making the most delicious veggie curry. A lot of you have been asking me for a few more vegetarian dishes that you can make using your Ninja Foodi, and this one is so good. Nice amount of spice, you can add some rice with it. I'm going to serve mine with some sour cream and some salsa, maybe a bit of avocado as well, will be really tasty. This has got sweet potato in it and it's really easy to make, so I think you're going to really enjoy this recipe. If you do enjoy it, then don't forget to hit that like button for me because it really helps my channel. And if you're new here, then my name is Susannah and we cook everything using the Ninja Foodi on this channel, and that includes lots of air fryer recipes. If you don't have the Foodi but you've got an air fryer, you'll be able to make loads of these as well. So don't forget to subscribe and let's go and make this delicious dinner. To start making my veggie chili, we've got some sweet potato and I've chopped that up into sort of bite-sized chunks. I think is best for this type of recipe. Now what you want to do is get some olive oil onto those. So I'm using just my great spray oil here that I got from Amazon. These are great because you can just keep refilling it and it works really well. So highly recommend that. I want to get some black pepper over the top. We're just lightly seasoning these because there's going to be plenty of seasoning in the actual chili itself. Just a little bit of ground cinnamon. So we're just doing a little sprinkle of each. No real measurement, just literally a little sprinkle of each. This is for some heat. Got some cayenne pepper there and also some ground cumin. Just going to get my hands in. I've actually got gloves on so I can get my hands in and give those a good toss. Get all that seasoning on all of those. That smells really lovely and fragrant now. And what I want to do is I want to bake these. And that way we're just going to add a really nice flavour and texture to our chili by actually cooking these separately, so they're not going to go all mushy. Now I'm choosing to put the rack in with the deep Ninja pot. If you don't have that, you can do it another way. You can put them in the air fryer basket. It's really up to you. You could definitely put these on air fry if you prefer, but I would normally roast these in the oven. So for me, I think bake in the Ninja is the way to go. And I'm going to do these, by the way, on 180 on bake. These are just coming to an end. I've checked them. I've tossed them several times. Let's open up. So these have had half an hour and they are lovely and soft, but we've got a nice sort of exterior to them. I wouldn't say they're crispy, but sweet potato doesn't really go that crispy anyway, does it? But as you can see, if you have a close up, you can see they've got a nice golden edge, but they are lovely and soft. Look at that inside and fluffy. So I'm going to allow those to sit on the side. You can make these ahead of time, to be honest, because we're not going to put these into the chili until towards the end. So really simple. I know this seems like a little bit of extra effort, but I think it's worth it to get this nice texture. And when you're not eating meat and you're vegetarian, then it's really important to have something really tasty and, like I said, get that texture into your food. The rest is all going to be done on sear and saute. So you're going to want a generous spray of olive oil or whatever oil you like to use in the bottom of your Ninja. Get that onto sear and saute. I tend to go a little bit lower because my pot does sometimes burn where some of the non-stickers come off. Maybe 3, maybe 4. You can always lower it, can't you, if it starts to stick. So that is my oil in there. I've roughly chopped an onion, so it doesn't have to be a red onion, it can be a white onion. It's just what I had, so that's what I'm using. And then I've got 2 peppers, and I like to use 2 different colours, just for, you know, it looks nice, doesn't it? So red and yellow pepper there, 1 of each. And we're just going to saute those along with some garlic. So let's get those into the pan. Now you can most definitely use fresh garlic. The only reason that I'm not is because my tummy doesn't really like it and it prefers garlic granules. So you do you go with what you like and what suits your body. So probably 2 cloves of garlic would be good in this recipe. I'm going to go with a heaped teaspoon of garlic granules in ours. And now we just got to let the Ninja do its thing and let those start to cook down. I'm just going to measure out my spices that I'm going to be using for this dish. So let's start with cayenne pepper. I'm going with a level teaspoon. That's completely not level, is it? Go for it. It'll be fine. I just have a little bit more of a kick than we planned. Then next up, I've got ground cumin and a good teaspoon of that. We want some ground cinnamon. I much prefer it when my little spoon can actually fit into the pot. So there you go. A teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And now you've got the option. So I'm going to actually be using store-cupboard ingredients for my chilies. So I've got a mild chili powder and I've got crushed chilies, and they're just both in my cupboard. If you like using fresh chilies, then I would probably suggest going with 2 fresh chilies, but it's completely up to you. So I'm going to go with around a tablespoon of chili. I don't know if I'm going to regret that, whether that's too much or not enough. We'll find out, won't we? With the crushed chilies, I might just leave those till later on, and I might taste it and see if I need to add any of those in or not. Onion and veg is cooking away with that garlic. So that's good. It's smelling really nice. I have turned down the sear and saute because mine does, like I said, catch on the bottom a little bit. I'm trying to avoid that. Just might mean that mine takes a little bit longer to get to the point that I want it to. I just want it to soften, get a little bit of colour on it. Now I'm going to add the spices that we measured out over the top. Let's add those in. Give those a good stir. Now it's going to smell amazing. Whoa. So in this household, we are not veggie, but I do like to have a veggie meal every now and again, ideally once a week if we can. And something like this, you're really not going to miss the meat whatsoever. This smells and is looking absolutely delicious. You can use whatever herbs you like. I've got some fresh basil, so that's what I'm going to go with tonight. If you've got coriander, it works really nice in this type of recipe as well. And of course, you can use dried herbs without a problem. I'm more or less pulling off every leaf that I've got left on my little plant. It's looking quite sorry for itself now, so it needs using. So once you've cooked this down with those spices, don't worry too much if you are catching on the bottom like I have with the spices, because the liquids are going to go in and it will deglaze the bottom of your pan. Now we can add in our beans and pulses of choice. So anything goes really, any tins of beans, so it could be kidney beans, I've got chickpeas here, pinto, cannellini, I can't think of the others right now, but anyway, chickpeas going in, and then also my cannellini beans. Doesn't matter if you put in some of the juice or all of the juice out the cans. It's absolutely fine in this recipe. Let's give that a little mix and stir into all of those spices. Oh yes, this is looking delicious. And now I tip in my tomatoes, and I've got 2 cans here of plum tomatoes. I like to add a little bit of salt with my tomatoes. There you go. And some black pepper as well is always nice. And we're going to actually let this blip away on sear and saute like you would on your hob. So, you know, there's no difference here. And I'm going to give this a good probably 25-30 minutes until it's reduced down, really, until you get that consistency you're really happy with. Those tomatoes are going to break down and it's going to be absolutely delicious. Now actually there's only 2 of us eating this tonight, but I've made a portion for 4 because I think it's probably more helpful to show you for 4 people. But if you are needing it for 2, you can just half this. But I quite like to have something that I can put in my freezer. And you know what it's like, you get those evenings when you come back late and you just want some, you know, a good, healthy, hearty dinner, then this is it really, isn't it? So now I'm just going to leave this and come back and show you when this is done, 25, 30 minutes-ish. So this has had half an hour and I've had a little taste, and for me that's got enough spice. It's got a real good kick to it, and I don't really like any more than that. So it's really up to you. I would say add in some and then you can always add more, but this is just right for me and it's absolutely delicious. So I had a good mouthful of this, and the peppers have still got that nice bit of firmness to them. They're not crunchy, but they're, you know, firm. The beans are all nice and soft, and obviously you've got that gorgeous spicy tomato sauce. It's absolutely delicious. So now to add in my sweet potato, which was 500 grams of cubed potato, and I'm literally just going to mix that in, and then I'm going to be ready to serve. So I'm going to serve this up with some lovely rice, and then also some sour cream, some salsa, and some avocado. So here's my veggie chili, and I've served that with some rice. Over here I've got some tomato salsa, some sour cream, and some avocado on top. That is one delicious vegetarian dinner.